Welcome back to the show. This is KDS Review. This is a review of the new Wicked, Wicked for Good, starring Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo. Now, this is a continuation from the first movie. Now, if you haven't seen the first Wicked movie, I would highly suggest that you need to see this one first, see that one first, before you start watching this movie, because it kind of picks up right where the other movie left off, where Elphaba, being played by Cynthia Erivo, is trying to convince all of Oz that the wizard is really a liar and he has ulterior motives here. Now, Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande, when they're on screen together, they've got really good chemistry. That's one thing, one positive thing about this movie. When they're on the same scene, the movie kind of moves along and it goes faster. Now, when they're apart, it seems like the movie kind of goes to a grinding halt. Now, Jeff Goldblum plays the wizard. He's basically playing Jeff Goldblum, but hey, that's not a bad character to play at all. You know, he has an ulterior motive all the time. He's sneaky, he's a liar, but he almost steals the movie from everybody. Now, there's a part of this movie where it runs side by side with the Wizard of Oz. You know, Dorothy shows up, and this is all the things that was supposed to be going on, quote, off screen that you didn't see when you were watching the Wizard of Oz. You know, which takes a lot of liberties in this movie. Now, it has a silly little love story going on in here. It only is silly, really, because it doesn't seem like the actors and the actress really have good chemistry with each other. The love story that they got going on feels forced, especially what causes the Tin Man to become the Tin Man. You know, that part is absolutely crazy. He just starts coming off as some kind of raving lunatic or Terminator 2. I'm like, no, wait a minute, this is crazy. You know, and it has a lot of plot holes in here, too, like the Scarecrow and throw the water on the witch. Now, wait a minute, the Scarecrow was there, you know, but the Scarecrow was one of her ex-boyfriends, Cynthia Erivo, the prince. You know, but that's never addressed. It's just thrown in there. That doesn't even make any sense at all. Now, basically, what this movie does is it tries to destroy your view of the Wizard of Oz. You know, it tries to change this revisionist history that's going on with a lot of movies, especially this year that I see going on, where bad is good and good is bad. And for my younger audience, I really feel like this movie does a lot of damage to it. Because, you know, I asked around and I asked them, had they seen Wizard of Oz? And a lot of them, they had not seen Wizard of Oz. They just thought this is what was going on when they seen it. I'm like, no, this is not how Wizard of Oz is. You need to go back and watch the original Wizard of Oz. Now, somewhere, Judy Garland is rolling over in her grave because this movie actually just destroys her character, you know, Dorothy. And the whole movie, you know, The Wizard of Oz is one of the top 10 greatest movies ever made, in my opinion. And this movie just kind of rewrites it. This is our version, and we're going to update it. We're going to make you forget about how the movie really was. Now, there's the ending of the movie. I won't tell you what it is, but the ending of the movie is kind of silly. You know, they thought they were being cute, but you weren't. You were just being bad movie. I was like, wow, that ending was absolutely ridiculous. You know, I would give this movie between 1 and 10, probably about a 5, and only a 5 because of the set production and how Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo actually saved this movie, because this movie feels rushed. It felt like it was hurried up made. Like they were just trying to get this part done. And after seeing the second part, I thought to myself, you know what? They could have done this as one movie. This is KDS Reviews. And KDS Reviews is seen every Wednesday and every Monday. And throughout the week, we make commentary about the state of Hollywood as far as movie making. If you like this type of content, then like, subscribe, and share. Now, if you want to see my video about this revisionist history, then watch this video right here. This is KDS Reviews, and I'll see you in the next video.